Yes, people, welcome back to the 1894. I'm Hugh. I've got Dara here with me as always for this reaction to the Champions League quarterfinals draw that came out this morning. So we got the news this morning that City will be playing Borussia Dortmund in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and this is a draw I'm really excited about. I didn't really want, a Porto. I didn't really want a Chelsea or Liverpool just yet in the competition. I wanted to face someone we don't regularly face, but will provide us with a serious opposition, and this is no doubtably the case with players like Haaland and Royce and all sorts of other good players. Sancho, we know too well about. We're going to be facing them now in the quarterfinals, and I'm very excited. Dara, how do you feel about this draw? Is it one you're excited about? Is it one you're nervous about?
I'm gonna be nervous regardless of who we play. So, playing what we would have said was a lesser opponent than a Bayern or a PSG is it's kind of nice, but at the same time we're gonna have to play one of those eventually. So I'm a bit nervous going into it, providing we get through. But this overall, we have the firepower. We have a better team than them. We should beat them, but you know what the quarterfinals are like. So I wouldn't be nothing safe money on this.
No, I mean, if you follow City for a long time now, which myself and Dara do, you'll know that the push narrative every year is City get the easy draw, you know? And I mean, if you look at the competition so far this year for us, our group draw was not an easy one. It wasn't like an overly hard one. There was no giants in there with us. But I mean, they're all, seasoned Champions League teams. They're there regularly and they compete. But now we've had Gladbach in the quarterfinals. That's not an easy draw either. And now we've got our biggest test, arguably of the season, in Borussia Dortmund. They've got some superstar players. They're not doing too well in their domestic competition at the moment, but they will view the Champions League as, while they might be underdog for the whole competition, an opportunity for them to maybe qualify for next year. Who knows? And with players like I said, Haaland, Sancho, Royce, and there's good midfielders. They have a solid defense. There's no reason they can't compete, and it's known at this stage that City can crumble quite easily at the quarterfinals of the Champions League every year. We've done it against typically lesser opposition to our quality of squad. So they will have nothing to fear, and they know they pose that threat. It's going to be a fantastic duel between Haaland. If he maybe you can help me out in this one before we go on it. Is he banned for the first leg, or is it like if he gets a yellow card, he's banned? Do you know this?
I've got no idea about this at all. I hope he's banned
We
for the
probably
first
should have
leg.
checked that. We probably should have checked that before we hit record, but we're going to continue
Joe,
on.
you're gonna edit that in on whether he's not. You're gonna put a bit of text over the screen.
Yeah, so he's our prime target for the summer, Erling Haaland. We need a striker who we can get a good 7, 8, 9+ years out of, and he is the man that the journalists and the reporters seem to have identified as City's target. So it's gonna we know he's good. Me and Dara watch him plenty of times. We know he is a class striker, but it's gonna be really, really exciting to watch him play against our top center halves in Ruben Diaz, John Stones, Laporte, whoever plays. It's going to be an unbelievable battle, and it's going to be nice to see him in his future home at the Etihad Stadium. Well, how do you feel about
Nice.
Haaland coming to play against us? Because we've talked about him so much in podcasts recently and in our reviews and previews, and he always seems to crop up because we want him so bad. Are you excited to see him, or are you just nervous he could possibly knock us out?
I'm dreading the fact he could knock us out. Right, this is gonna be Diaz and whoever plays. It's gonna be their biggest test of the season so far. Like he's such a great striker. I can't even think of another word for him. He's such a great striker. He can break down any team, and hopefully the people around him are going to be off form because he's I can't see him having a bad day against us, sadly.
Another player who will be firmly on City's radar if he's fit to play is Jadon Sancho. Obviously, he went through the City Academy. He wanted more experience in the first team football, which Pep probably wasn't able to give him. So he went abroad. He went to Dortmund, and he's fairly smashing it there, to be fair. And he's getting a lot of attraction from other clubs in Europe. Man United being a prime one last summer. So he's going to want to come back to the Etihad this time round and prove to Pep why he should have been in the squad in the first place, and just show him basically what he's missing. So fingers crossed he doesn't come back and smash it, but it'll be an interesting test. And I think from a neutral's perspective, City Dortmund will be a really enjoyable game of football. City have a point to prove in Europe. Dortmund have a point to prove as a young team trying to do well and make a name for themselves. They want to get as far as possible to hold on to their best players like Haaland, etc. But it's going to be a really exciting game for neutrals, like I said. Maybe not in the same caliber of teams as PSG and Bayern, which is the other quarterfinal draw, who we do face in the next round. We'll go on to that in a sec. But like I said, from a neutral's perspective, it'll be a good game. But what I was saying a second ago was, should we beat Dortmund in the quarterfinals, which is still a big ask, and I don't want to overlook this opposition like we did possibly last year against Lyon. Pep had one eye on the next round, and he ultimately prepared for a game he didn't have to play. But in this case, full focus, I would imagine, will be on Dortmund, and then we play the winners of PSG Bayern. How do you feel about that?
like that is gonna be that. I think those two legs, whoever we play, is gonna be tougher than the final. You know, it's just that is that's the big hurdle in winning this trophy, in my opinion. If we can beat one of those two, if we get through this, obviously, if we can beat one of those two, then I've got a great feeling that we'll win it this year. But like, I don't even think that's worth thinking of at the minute until we get past Dortmund.
Absolutely. That's been an issue with City in recent years. Definitely last year. I think you'll agree with me on that. Is that we had Leon, and it was similar to right now. We knew who we were playing in the next phase of the competition should we get there, and we were resting players and trying out things in a game that we actually had to win. We had to go out and win it to get to that stage. But like I said, there was not one eye was firmly on the next round, which was definitely a downfall of City. But in terms of this year's competition, we have definitely got the harder side of the draw. And like Dara said, I think a second ago, that something on the lines of whoever wins this side of the draw will, in my eyes, and probably most of yours as well, win the whole Champions League. I don't see anyone from the side with Chelsea, Liverpool, Porto, and Madrid winning it. I think it'll be a good battle between all of those teams. But I think ultimately the firepower on our side of the draw, when you've got the likes of PSG, you've got the likes of Bayern, ourselves, and even Dortmund are a dark horse. They're a good team who can punish on their day. It's just a crazy side of the draw, and I'm really looking forward to this fixture versus Dortmund. There's two legs. I think the first one is on April 6th or 7th, and the second one's the following week, and we're at home first, I believe. So hopefully we can hold out there. Is it not home? Is it away?
No, it probably is at home, but I don't like being at home.
I think
First
it's
first
home,
leg first leg at home isn't. It's just not.
I thought by the face you're making, I'd made a
No.
given a wrong fact there, but we're at home first, I believe. So that'll be a good chance to maybe get a 1-2-0. Try not to give away any away goals. But listen, it'll all be unraveled before us on the day, and we're really looking forward to it. And we'll probably do a live watch along for it as well at the time. But we're going to wrap it up there. We just thought we'd come on, give you our thoughts on this game. It's a massive draw. This is the competition that's eluded us for so long, and this is a fantastic opportunity, not an easy opportunity, but a fantastic one to make a name for ourselves in Europe. And who knows, maybe we can go all the way. So leave a like if you enjoyed the videos. We've just hit 150 subscribers. We've hit our target for the month. It was 150 for March, and we've smashed it. So thank you to all of you who have helped us on that front. Really appreciate it. The next target is, Dara said on Twitter, 1 million, but we're going to lower it down to 200 subscribers. So if you can help us on the road to 200, that would be really appreciated. And the link to the Discord, as usual, is in the description. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Saturday for the Everton watch along. Peace.